In a quaint little village, nestled between rolling hills and babbling brooks, there stood a small schoolhouse. This was no ordinary school, for it was said to be enchanted, imparting not only academic knowledge but also life lessons that would shape the young minds that entered its doors. The school was run by Mrs. Everwood, a wise and gentle woman who had a special gift for connecting with children. Every day, she welcomed her students with a warm smile and an open heart. Her classroom was filled with colorful decorations, inspiring quotes, and shelves upon shelves of books waiting to be explored. One sunny morning, a group of curious children gathered in Mrs. Everwood's classroom. Among them were Emma, a kind-hearted girl with a penchant for creativity, and Liam, a logical thinker who loved solving puzzles. The day's lesson was about the power of a productive mind. "Children," Mrs. Everwood began, "today, we are going to learn about the magic of focus and determination. These qualities can turn ordinary tasks into extraordinary achievements." The students leaned in, captivated by her words. She placed a glass jar on her desk, along with a pile of colorful marbles. "Each of you will have 1 minute to transfer as many marbles as you can from this pile into the jar using only these chopsticks." The children exchanged intrigued glances and took their positions. As the timer started, they clumsily attempted to pick up the marbles, their faces a mix of concentration and frustration. The marbles slipped through the chopsticks and rolled onto the floor. When the time was up, Mrs. Everwood asked the students to count the marbles in their jars. Emma had managed to transfer 5 marbles, while Liam had 7. Then Mrs. Everwood revealed her own jar, filled with more than 20 marbles. Gasps of surprise filled the room. "How did you do that, Mrs. Everwood?" Liam asked, amazed. Mrs. Everwood smiled. "While you were focusing solely on the marbles, I was focusing on the jar. My mind was dedicated to the goal, not the obstacles." She continued, "In life, it's easy to get caught up in the challenges we face. But by keeping our minds productive and our goals in sight, we can overcome those challenges and achieve remarkable things." The children nodded in understanding, their faces illuminated with newfound insight. From that day forward, they approached every task with a determined mindset. Emma painted beautiful landscapes with her creative flair, and Liam tackled complex puzzles with a renewed focus. As time passed, the children's productive minds led them to achieve great things. Emma's artwork brightened the village, and Liam's innovative ideas helped solve everyday problems. They grew up to become pillars of their community, always remembering the lesson they had learned in the enchanted classroom. And so, the quaint village continued to thrive, its children blossoming into capable and compassionate individuals, all thanks to the wisdom and guidance of a kind teacher who knew the magic of a productive mind. In the end, the true enchantment wasn't in the school itself, but in the hearts and minds of the children who had been shaped by its lessons.